Oh shit, the fucking shit almost fell. I was trying to do like a cool little like YouTube intro because this is like a different video than I usually make. And my whole fucking stack of comics here almost fell. I'll give y'all a little sneak peek of. God damn, look at that stack of comics, bro. I will not be talking about that full stack of comics, by the way. I don't know why I brought all those comics out. I don't know if I expected myself to talk about all of them, but that's besides the point. So I thought it would be cool to start a new series on the channel called Comics with Mello. In this series, I'll just be talking about comics I'm reading, comics I'm looking forward to, and just, you know, comics in general. And not just American comics, I also want to talk about manga. The reason why I'm doing this is because I thought it would be cool to have another little series on the channel that's not just gaming, because I didn't want to just make gaming videos. Of course, this is very different from videos I've been making recently. I kind of stopped with the commentary sort of content, but I thought we could bring it back in and at least make something that I care about, you know, talking about, and that's comic books, because I fucking love superheroes. I know there's this whole thing with superhero fatigue, but I think this year is the best year to get into comic books. I don't know about y'all, but comic books have been recently just like all over my like TikTok For You page, my Instagram, my YouTube, and maybe that's just because I've been getting into comics more in general, but these things have just been popping up a lot more, and I got really hyper fixated on them, and I bought a lot of comic books that I have not finished, and I just like collecting these things, and I like reading these things, and I like talking about these things, but I don't really have people to talk about them with. I'm in that middle stage where I've finished some comics, but I'm still low-key a beginner. Like I'm still new to comic books. Like I've finished a good couple, but I'm still a newbie, which I think is fine because I already know like bits and pieces about comic book history. Shout out to Comic Historian, my goat. With that being said, let's get into the first title I've been reading. The first title we'll be talking about is Absolute Wonder Woman. This book is really fucking good. It's been a good while since I've opened it up and read it, but it's still really good. I really wanted to get into Wonder Woman. I bought like 2 Wonder Woman books and I wasn't vibing with them. I bought Wonder Woman Earth 1 and Wonder Woman by Tom King, I think it was. And I know a lot of people hate the Tom King run, which I found out recently. I bought it because I fucked with the art and I thought Wonder Woman looked like a badass, but she looks even more badass here. The absolute DC universe is just this reimagining of the DC universe where something essential is taken away from them, but they're still at their core, they're heroes. This was started by DC, I think, to get more people into comics, and it's been pretty successful, honestly. I've been seeing a lot more people talk about Absolute Batman, and it's so cool to see that like people are really talking about it, because Absolute Batman is fucking crazy. I haven't read it, but I've seen those villains. Oh hell no! What the hell? Oh my god, no way! I cannot wait to see what y'all do with Scarecrow, because that's gonna be generational. I love Scarecrow, if y'all didn't know. I got Absolute Wonder Woman because I've heard so much about Absolute Batman, and I haven't heard that much about the other two of the DC Trinity. I haven't heard too much talk about those two, so I just grabbed Absolute Wonder Woman, and I've been having a blast. This version of Diana, she's so sweet, bro. Like, she's so sweet, she's so empathetic, and I feel like this is a version of Wonder Woman I haven't really seen, like, portrayed, like, at all. Because, like, the modern version of Wonder Woman I've seen is like Injustice Wonder Woman, or that one fucking comic panel where she's like, why do you think I don't have a rogues gallery, which is a pretty dumb panel. I mean, at least for this version of Wonder Woman, where it's like she's so different from that. She's so empathetic and she's so like willing to help. I don't know, I really love this version of Wonder Woman, and I should honestly, I need to start reading this again, because first of all, she's not only like this very sweet woman, she's also a fucking badass. I mean, they literally gave her like a big ass Buster sword. She literally rides on a fucking skeleton horse. Like, is this not badass? It's fire. It's so good. That's all I gotta say on that. The art is fabulous. Like, it looks gorgeous. And if you're looking to get into Wonder Woman, honestly, I recommend this book. People say comics are this complicated thing to get into, and they kind of are, but at the same time, with stuff like this, it's a lot easier. There's a whole storyline about the creation of this Absolute universe, and I didn't read it, and I just started with Absolute Wonder Woman, and I completely understood everything. This is just a different take on Wonder Woman, and it's good. Read it. Next up, we're changing it up. We're going to the manga territory. One Piece. Yes, I know. I'm just getting into One Piece. And yes, I'm reading the manga. The anime is very long and there's a lot of filler. I know people say, oh, Naruto has more filler and all this stuff. But I hear like One Piece has bad pacing, meaning like it extends scenes that don't need to be extended. That would really just like piss me off. I'm sorry to you One Piece anime lovers. I'm sure the anime gets better, and honestly I'll probably read up to a point because I've heard at season 4 the anime gets better, so I'll probably read up to that point in the book format. But honestly, I looked at how many books there are and there's a fuck ton of One Piece books, but it's not as long as I thought it was gonna be. So I thought, why not just collect it? I was really debating whether or not to get the 3-in-1s or the single volumes, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna collect the single volumes. In the long run, it's gonna be more expensive, but these are way easier to read. Like I could pop these out. Like it's not like the 3-in-1s are unreadable, because honestly I've been seeing reading more as like a portable thing. Like I could take my book with me and read. That's why the DC Compact line, which I don't think I've jumped into it too much in this video, like talking about it. Basically DC Compact is taking comic books and like making them like manga in the manga format. Here I have a DC New Frontier and it's basically kind of like this. Obviously this is bigger because this has more pages, but it's just taking comic books and putting them in a manga format, so they're more portable. You just take them with you. You can put them in your bag, and that's how they were advertised. And I never really saw reading as something you like take with you until the concept of the DC Compact line came to me. These single volumes are just easier to read portably and just easier to read in general. I took a look at it, I compared them at my Barnes and Nobles, and I was like, yo, I'm just gonna go with the single volumes. Plus the cover art on here is just so beautiful, and then on the 3-in-1s it's just like slicing the cover art of the 3 volumes on one book, and it looks worse. I don't know, I get that's super fucking nerdy. First of all, that's like the nerdiest shit I think I've ever said. I don't know, I just like seeing the fucking full cover art. I have volume 2 here, and it's just, yo, look at this cover art. It looks sick. Very nerdy, but it just looks cool to just see the whole cover art. And then on the 3-in-1s, it's like they've sliced it like a pizza slice. I don't like that. I just wish it was easier to collect in the long run. But yeah, I'm very excited to explore One Piece more, because I've heard people like compare it to like Lord of the Rings and like Harry Potter and all this stuff as like this gigantic world. And obviously it's been going for 20 fucking years, so I hope it's good. So far I'm liking it. I'm liking the way the book is paced. I love the manga art. And if you're wondering why I have sticky notes, I've jumped into annotating my book. I don't write in it, but I just like have these for like important moments, funny stuff. I just wish it was a little more accessible because it's very long. One Piece is good so far. I'm liking it, and I don't know if I'm gonna watch the anime. But that leads us to the last comic book of the day, and we're talking about Ultimate Spider-Man 2025 or 2024. I forgot when the first shit came out, but it's Ultimate Spider-Man, the new Ultimate Spider-Man, not the other one from like 2011. That one's good, but I'm honestly, I'm tired of getting that one recommended to me, because I've looked for comic runs, and every time I look for something new, someone recommends Ultimate Spider-Man, the old Ultimate Spider-Man, and I love that comic run. It's amazing. But can we recommend something new, please? And obviously new Ultimate Spider-Man, which is very good. It is amazing. It's so cool to see Peter Parker married with 2 kids and married to Mary Jane, a book that actually cares about Peter and is like, we can still make him struggle and make him relatable as a father. And I also have issue like the second trade paperback, which has Black Cat. I'm very interested to see how they tackle her character, because obviously this motherfucker has a shawty. Spider-Man has a shot. Homie is married. So how did they do Black Cat? Because she's a little flirt. You know, they got an on and off again thing going. So I want to see how they tackle that. I'm very interested to see how they tackle that. So yeah, I'm really liking all the changes they're doing here. It's a slow burn. I'm not gonna lie, it's a slow burn. Like, it's very slow, but I really like what they're building up to. Spider-Man seems to be a very important character to the Ultimate Universe storyline, and I've even read Ultimate Avengers. Very good. I should explain the Ultimate line for people who don't know. So you remember when I talked about the Absolute Universe? The Ultimate line is like that, where they change something about the character while still keeping the core of the character alive. It's basically used as a jumping on point for new comic readers, and it's pretty cool that both DC and Marvel are doing this. That's why I said earlier in the video, this is probably the best year to get into comic books, because both Marvel and DC have new comic runs for multiple characters that are used as a completely new jumping on point. I mean, they have a Black Panther one, they have Ultimate X-Men. Oh my god, Ultimate X-Men, the new Ultimate X-Men. Don't read the old one. Oh my god, that shit is terrible. Read the new one, because that one is actually good. That one, Ultimate X-Men, inject it into my veins. I'm sorry to dip on Spider-Man for a little bit. Let me talk about Ultimate X-Men. Ultimate X-Men is so good. I know some people are gonna hate on it because it's very different from your usual X-Men book. The X-Men are represented completely differently, but I kind of fuck with that, because this Ultimate line is supposed to be that, a reinvention of these characters. So it's so cool to see that. Some people may say it's too different from usual X-Men, but I really like it so far. I really like it, and I like what Peach Momoko is building. I love the characters. I love the art. Oh my god, the art is just, it looks so good. Hey, yo, I love the comic art. It's so just like, I don't know how to describe it, but I love it. It's just so beautiful, you know. It's so good. It low-key, it gives me manga vibes, and obviously it could be because Peach Momoko is a Japanese artist and her art is amazing. I think she also writes the book, and it's really good. I really like it. It's kind of dark. It's very dark, but I feel like that's what makes it unique. Like, Spider-Man so far, well, of course, has its dark shit. It's a lot more lighthearted than Ultimate X-Men, where Ultimate X-Men is very sad and depressing, but there's still like uplifting moments and these goofy characters. And I really like how they represent people getting their mutant abilities in this, where it comes from like trauma, you know, where they go through a very traumatic event, and that's how they get their powers. And the way they just explore that is very interesting. And there's also the bigger scope of mutants in this society. Like, people are finally starting to find out about mutants, and it's really good. Read Ultimate X-Men. Honestly, I want to jump more into the absolute DC comics, because honestly, I've explored more of the Ultimate comics. Back to Ultimate Spider-Man, it's kind of cool to just see Peter being a parent. First of all, an excellent interpretation of MJ. MJ has just been put through the mud in most of her adaptations, even the one recently, which I kind of vibe with, which is the Insomniac version of MJ. I know some of y'all fucking despise her. She's dog shit in the first game, I'll say that. She's not, I don't like her at all in the first game, but in the second game, she's fine. She's cool. MJ has not been represented that well in most of her adaptations. She's good in No Way Home. She's bad in the Tobey movies. And she's not even in the Amazing Spider-Man movies, and she's even not that good in mainline comics right now currently. But in this one, she's the GOAT. She's so understanding of Peter and him wanting to explore this new part of his life. Eventually, MJ finds out Peter is Spider-Man because he just sucks at hiding his identity, I think, in every universe. She's proud of him. She's actually impressed with him. They could have went the route of being like the love interest who's like, oh, you lied to me, da 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 da, which so many fucking superhero books and just like superhero media in general has done, which is like, it just pisses me off every time. Even My Adventures with Superman did it, and it always just like, I don't like that trope. And it's honestly, it's gotten a little tiring. So having this different version of MJ who actually understands where Peter is coming from is so refreshing. They're a team, they are partners, and it feels so good, because so many times, often than not, in most adaptations, they have such a weird dramatic relationship, which is nice. Sometimes a little conflict is nice, but sometimes, at least recently, it is a little too much. I want to see my boy happy, and I want to see my boy as a grown man. If you want to give us teen high school Spider-Man, Miles Morales is right there, but Peter Parker, he has to grow. He has to grow up. Let these two get together. Ultimate Spider-Man is very good. Read the Ultimate line. I think that's gonna do it for our first episode of Comics with Mello. And honestly, I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of me just yapping about comics I've been reading. If there's something to take away from this video, I would say read, bro. It's a lot of people, a lot of y'all think reading is tough. It's not that hard, y'all. Just sit down. If you're tired of doom scrolling, put the phone away, pick up a book. I mean, you have the Ultimate line and the Absolute Comics and DC Compact, by the way. I don't know what the fuck when Marvel's gonna get on that. We need more compact comics by Marvel. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys like and subscribe and comment down below if you guys want to see me talk about comics more, because honestly, I love comic books and I love that I'm getting back into the hobby. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time.